Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, Seattle School of Chen, Davis Home Inspection, and Country Vitamins in Corvallis, Oregon. For more information on Country Vitamins and their great array of supplements, go to countryvitamins.com. And for more information on Davis Home Inspection and their home inspection services, go to davis1.com. And finally, for Seattle School of Chen Style Taijai Chuan, go to seattlechentaijai.com. Ta-da! Good morning, everybody, or whatever time it is where you are today. My guest that is with me today, it's not morning where she is, so whatever time it is where you are, I am so glad that you're here today and joining us. You know, connection and community building is at the foundation of the life that we live. And, you know, I so often talk about Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. People say, what does that mean? And you say it's all about how amazing people connect. What does that mean exactly? Well, let me tell you, it is all about connection to others, to people. Real people build your life and your business. I love what Zig Ziglar said. He said, build a people and then the people build your business, because we need to come together. We were created for community. That's what we were created for. And so, you know what? We need to come together because we are better together, right? I believe it. It's true. We are better together and we can do amazing, and as my guest Monica would say today, outrageous things out there. Just amazing if we put our mind to it and take one step forward and just do something, take some action. So often people are thinking, planning, fretting, worrying, and not taking action. Today, I want to encourage you, take some action, do something positive, smile at somebody, tell them how much you appreciate them, do something positive, right? That does not take much from you, and it can do so much for others. You know, also every morning, I have a practice of talking to myself, because you know what? We got to build ourselves up too, right? And I've told everybody in my book right there behind me, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, I talk about how before my feet hit the ground, I'm thankful and grateful for all the blessings God has given me, for my beautiful wife and my family, all that I have. Number two, I say, I've got this. I tell myself, you have been given the talents and abilities to do what you need to do today. Get out there and do it. And number three, I say, today's going to be awesome. I set my mindset on awesome for the day. I don't know about you, but that's what I do, because I want to be expecting awesome things to come. I don't want to be expecting problems and challenges. I want to be expecting awesome things to come. So today I want to encourage you to do that. Whatever works for you, be thankful, give yourself a little pep talk, and just get out there and expect great things to happen. And I'm telling you, more often than not, when that is your attitude and your mindset, they will. Great things will happen. So get out there today and do that. So we're all about how amazing people connect here on Marketing with Russ every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And today we have an amazing, awesome person. Monica is back with us today for another episode because we had so much to cover. We just couldn't cover it all. So And she loves to connect too. And all of her connection information will be up today as the show goes on. And it's in the show notes, by the way. But I love to connect with you. You can go to russhedge.com. I keep it simple. russhedge.com is all you need to do to connect with me. And I am going to take a quick sip of water. Ah, that oatmeal for breakfast got to me. So anyway, yes, this is real life and this is live. There you go. So anyway, russhedge.com not only has all my connection links, and it not only has all the information about my live streams that we're talking about, but it also has my calendar where you can actually schedule time to connect directly with me. I would love to do that. I had a great chat with a new friend, Harriet, this morning before the show started. She did exactly that. She reached out, she scheduled time, we chatted. It was great. Also, please subscribe on YouTube. I make it super simple. You can open a separate tab right now, type in marketingwithruss.live. It'll take you directly to my YouTube page, marketingwithruss.live, and you can schedule, subscribe to the YouTube page. And what does that give you? Because everybody thinks, well, what's in it for me? Well, let me tell you what's in it for you. Not only do you become a part of our community, which is amazing, but you also get all that past content in one spot. Amazing people, amazing for Marketing with Russ, Russ Reels Live, and now even the Experience Live with Russ and Scott is rebroadcast on my YouTube page as well, besides their own YouTube page or our other YouTube page. So anyway, you get that. And also today, if you would share this out, that would be so great. You can share, you can tag your friends, you can tell everybody it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. You need to be watching this. And guess what? If you're watching this after and you're thinking, I'm on replay. Oh, it's too late. No, it's not. You can actually share, you can tag anytime, and you can comment anytime, and you can just engage anytime. It sits there on the platforms after we're done today. So please share this out. Please become part of our community. And I am really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to my discussion with Monica. And I have two more things to tell you. And then she's coming in the house here. First thing is, don't forget, if you haven't got your copy of Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, get that on Amazon or on my website at russhedge.com today. Also, on Amazon, you can get the companion workbook as well to that, which helps add value to the book and bring out more for you. Then, my new book that I am co-author with, just one of several amazing co-authors, called Rattled Awake, Volume 1. Rattled Awake is out not only on ebook, but also now on paperback. And I am super excited. That book became an international bestseller overnight and became number one in its category on Amazon. Very exciting, very exciting. Now I am an international best-selling author, which is great. And got more to come. So keep watching. But anyway, all right, here we go. We're going to get Monica in the room now, and we are going to have some fun and be outrageous. Here she comes. Ta-da! Woo! That is almost like my Kermie video.
I know. We did that last time with Scott, right?
Yes, we did. Exactly. I love that. I love Kermit. So, Monica, how are you?
I'm good. It's
Good.
5 p.m. here in Sweden.
That's right.
I've had an amazing day, and it's always fun to be on having a conversation with you, Russ, whether we are live streaming it or not. I always enjoy our conversations.
Well, thank you. And I ditto. I always enjoy our conversations too. So, hey, for those that didn't watch the last episode, give everybody a little snapshot. Who is Monica and what are you up to?
Yeah, so I work with high achievers, high performers that want to go big, do something big, right? Kind of one of the topics that I come back to is the whole thing about being outrageous. When we have a big mission, when we have a big energy, we have something important to do, we need to step up and we need to do it big time. And sometimes that's really hard. And that's where I hold space and I have this amazing toolbox to help people really get their brain back and work at full capacity.
Well, and that's it. Full capacity. You know, we are able to do so much more than we really realize, right? I mean, if we take action, it's amazing the things that we can accomplish. So, how do you get people to full capacity, Monica?
Well, that's it. Uh, we have to dig deep. Look, I have a background in construction. If you want to build tall, you need to dig deep first because you need a solid foundation. And if you think of like the hierarchy of needs, right? So you have self-actualization on the top. Most of us, we just want to go for that one. But if you don't have the foundation, if you don't reinforce the load-bearing walls, it will be wobbly. And that's where when like procrastination, self-sabotage, holding back just kicks in, right?
Right.
And this is what we see. Like, that is what's breaking my heart. I see people that are super powerful, that want to do big things, and they just can't seem to get there at the speed that they want and with the force that they need, because there's something in the foundation holding them back. And that's my sweet spot. That's where I love to get, I just had someone tell me, Monica, you unstuck the yuck. And that's what I do.
Unstuck the yuck. I like that. All right. That is very good. You know, this whole thing idea of foundation, I want to talk a little bit about that because I truly believe, and you've heard me say, Monica, that connection and community building is at the foundation of any good business, any good marketing plan, everything you do, because we were made for connection community. But the foundation of your life, there's so much. You've got to have purpose in your life. You've got to have that solid foundation to build upon, like you said. And it's this is why you and I get along so well, because I talk about that all the time, about the foundation of your life. So I'm struggling. I come to you and I say, Monica, I'm struggling with foundation. I'm struggling with, I don't know what I'm struggling with, but things aren't happening. What do I do?
So for my one-on-one clients, I always have a dig deep experience first. So because here's the thing, right? I I'm big on connection, just like you are. And I thrive on deep connection. It's what I do. And my business, I build it on referrals. So when someone comes to me, talk to me, it's because they've heard about me. They've heard someone talk about Monica. They've met me somewhere, right?
Right.
And we have a dig deep experience. And that's when we diagnose what's really going on, because everyone have purpose. We all have purpose. But sometimes it's just been like so cluttered with other people's expectations and the norms of society and what's, you know, socially acceptable, that we don't really recognize ourselves. So here's what my clients tell me when they work with me. It's, Monica, I didn't change. I just became more me.
That is amazing. I mean, becoming more me. I like that because this is what I think people need to realize too. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we got to quit, just like my good friend David Alto's post said this morning, we got to quit comparing ourselves to other people and just become a better version of ourselves. We need to believe that we live in an abundant life and we need to become more of who we were meant to be instead of trying to become like somebody else. Everybody's running around pretending, trying to be somebody else, right?
Hmm. And there's too much of that out in the marketing world, right? We're told to. I find this so, well, irritating. It kind of infuriates me when I see all of these coaches, right? They tell you, I don't have a cookie cutter solution. I want you to be you. And then you buy into their program, and then they tell you, you're not doing it the way I'm telling you. And it's like,
Right.
those are opposing logics. You don't get to use that, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you are building a business based on your purpose, you need to declutter out of you all of the how to's and should have and what, like all of the expectations. So it's not about changing, it's about kind of peeling the layers and finding that, that passion that you actually have, because we are so many of us are building our business on willpower and pushing through,
That's right.
and that's exhausting.
It is.
And we have so much like burnout and like people just getting sick of working so hard and pushing through and trying so hard to be positive
Right.
and working on like willpower and mindset, and it gets in the way of actually bringing up that inner power. So that's what I'm really like super passionate about, and that's why I talk about going outrageous, because when we make outrageous goal for ourselves, that will trigger all of those fears and limiting beliefs that we try to control everything, right, with.
Right. Right.
And so when we get triggered and we put like allow the fears to come to the surface, now we have a new level of awareness. Now we can deal with it.
That is so okay. Mic drop, amazing gold nuggets, and great minds think alike. Not to pat myself on the back at all, but in Befuddled Live the Life You Choose, page 27, we're talking about decluttering and simplifying your life. I mean, oh my goodness, I am with you 100% on that. It is like, so this is what I find. I think a lot of things that we talk about come out of our own experiences, right? And so
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yes.
pretty much everything. It's what we learn, and so life is the best teacher. And so as far as my life, I tend to be uh that kind of person. In fact, I think it was you, Monica, that told me to stop and slow down and pay attention to the moment, because I know that and I believe that, but I'm also going 100 miles an hour at the same time, right? So sometimes it's not a matter of what we think to be true or know to be true, but it's a matter of actually doing it. And it's interesting because I was actually reading my Bible this morning and I was doing devotions, and what I talked about was practicing doing what we want to be, who we want to be, and what we want to become. You got to practice that. And I believe that with my whole heart. You just got to keep yourself focused and moving forward and actually doing it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So uh it's so much about actually being in your body instead of your brain, because your brain can just keep you spinning and it feels right. You feel you're busy, so it feels like you're getting somewhere, but if your brain is just spinning, you're not being right. And I think I
Right.
told you this before, right, that there is like extensive research over many decades about the people who get in their own way and don't get things done. We call that procrastination. And
Right.
right, and we can pinpoint exactly the kind of people that does that. There's a scientific term for people like that.
What is the scientific term?
We call them human beings. So we all do that, right? And the best way to get out of that is actually to bring the consciousness down into our body,
Right.
because that's like you have kids, Russ, right?
Yeah.
Rem-
Uh-huh. Yes.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So remember when they were young kids, they had gone to bed in the evening, and you're going to bed, right? You go into the bathroom, get ready. On the way from the bathroom to your own bedroom, you go into the kids' room. And you stand there and you look at that kid that's sleeping. And you can just feel how much you love them.
Right.
Where do you feel that?
Ask me that again.
Where do you feel that?
Oh, where do I feel that? I
Uh-huh.
feel that like deep in my heart and soul. I mean, I just feel that with my whole being.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then in one instance, right? All of a sudden
Yeah.
you're thinking, what if something happens to them?
Right.
Right? And your heart just goes kaboom, right?
Right.
And you have this massive stress reaction. That's not happening in your head, it's happening in your heart.
Right.
And that's where we connect. That's where we connect with our children. That's where we connect with our loved ones, but that's also where we connect with our clients.
It's
Your
true.
heart is your biggest client magnet. When people can feel you, they want to be around you, they want to buy stuff from you, they want to work with you. And because we have been hurt around our heart so many times, we tend to kind of build a wall, and then we talk from our head. And we start talking marketing lingo because it sounds like what we should say, right?
Right.
We lose people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that that really hits home with me because I'm not a worrier really, but I can totally relate to that because the closer you are to someone, the more you love them with all of your being, the more those things do pop into your head and you do worry about what if something happened and things like that. And we need to direct that, right? We
Mhm.
need to correct that. And um, yeah, I think that it is it's so great to me. You just take a moment to slow down, simplify, and focus on what is really important. And it's a lot like my good friend and my little sis, I call her, Dr. Nupi Aurora over there in Great Britain and England. She is all that. She has her F list, and one of those are focus and just really taking advantage of the present moment because we tend to look past it, right? We're getting in too big of a hurry. My brain is already moving on to what's next. And that's where you had to say, yo, Russ, slow down, stop, breathe.
Yeah.
Let's do this exercise. Let's start tapping. And then you can think about,
Yeah, and like be in the moment with
right,
your, because also when we have that high performer or high achiever energy, right? We want to do a lot of stuff. But the reason why we want to do it is because there's a mission, there's a passion there, right? So when we slow down and connect heart to heart with our clients
right,
and they feel us, that's when magic happens. And I see this so often with people just like trying to convince people, right? You should be my client. But if you just connect
yeah.
and stay
Okay.
present in that connection, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. No, I totally, that is, yeah, I can't even begin to say how important that is. And it's something that we all work on, right? And
Yeah.
one of the biggest things that I coach on are things that I'm working on normally myself. And I think people like when you work with them that you're real in the moment and that you are struggling with things like everybody, right?
Mhm.
We all work together to refine to make ourselves better all the time. So somebody calls you, how do you get them started off with? Do you have a certain things set up? Do you do a consult the first time to check with
Yes.
them and see what they
Yeah.
need? Yeah,
Like,
tell us
yeah.
about that.
So you can't just come and work with me, right? You have to qualify, you have to audition.
There you go.
Because we need to gel, because the work that I do with really powerful people, we need to connect. And like
Right,
we both need to know that this is the connection. This is a connection that will work, right? So
right,
there's a high level of trust with all my clients. So if you go all the way, I'll do this for your people, Russ. If you go all the way down on my LinkedIn profile, there is a link to schedule a 15-minute meeting with me. That's just a meet and greet, right? And then we can, if we find that this is something we want to move further with, I will invite you to a dig deep experience. And that's when we really dig in and connect, right? Because I need to know what's your mission. We need to identify your purpose. And we need to find where your energy is at. And then we
right,
can make a plan. And then both of us can choose, do I want to move forward on this or not?
right. Yeah. Well, I think that's important because you really need to know who you're working with, what the real needs are. People ask me all the time, well, do you have like some just basic packages? And I'm like, not really. I mean, I have a basic idea of what I can do for people, but I tailor that to every person. What exactly do you need? How much do you need me to do? What are you looking for, right? In all things. And I think that is more of a person focused, approach that I think works so much better. And so, well, Monica, listen, as we wind things up here today, I want to have you give everybody your final gold nugget on what you want them to remember from the day, and tell everybody how they get in touch with you, because we definitely, I'm telling you, everybody, if you missed the first show, you're watching this one, make sure and share it out, because there's people that need to watch this on replay. They need to get in touch with Monica, need to refocus themselves and build a foundation for their life and their business all the way around. So give us your last gold nugget and connection.
So if you feel like you have a big mission that's like, it's almost kind of painful, right? How big you want to go. There's a reason why you have that sensation. There's a reason why that it feels like that. It's because you have the energy to do it. And when you have that energy, you need to tap into it. And you shouldn't do that alone, because we're not designed to do this alone, right?
Right.
So what I do is I hold space. I'm really good at holding space, and I have this huge toolbox where I can identify and diagnose and hold space for you as you move forward, create momentum, and move towards that outrageous goal, and learn how to connect with people to bring them on this mission with you. Because I hear this all the time. I want to help people, or I want to help people, right? That's your
Right.
brain trying to explain the passion. But when we bring that passion up, you find the words to share with your audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's all about. And you are there to be that support person so they don't have to do it alone. And I tell you, I just appreciate you so much, Monica. I really do. And thank you so much for coming on again today. Thank you for always reminding me that I need to slow down and take a look at what I'm doing, even when I'm teaching people that at the same time. And yeah, I just appreciate you so much. I'm going to say goodbye to you right now, but don't go anywhere. I'll be to the green room in just a moment. But thanks again so much for being here.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, I'm telling you, you got to get a hold of Monica. It is just, can be life changing, transformational, and you need to take that step. So today, I want to encourage you to do that. All of her connection information is in the show notes. You can connect with Monica on LinkedIn, her website, and all of that is right here in the show notes. So make sure and do that today, and you'll be glad you did. You will. So I want to tell you how much I appreciate everybody being here today on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. And we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, for your listening and viewing pleasure. And as I told you, I am so blessed with so many amazing people, and this is all about how amazing people connect. Connection is so important to your life. If you need help on that, go to russhedge.com. I would be glad to coach you through that, help you with your business and your marketing, and show you why that is so important. There's also a free download on my website, which is Transform Your Business in 3 Simple Steps. Would love to be help you with that, and you can download that. I'm also going to be teaching that, and I have workshops. There's an upcoming workshop here in October, MNI University. I'll also be doing that on my web page as well. And so, yeah, and please subscribe to YouTube. Go to marketingwithruss.live today. Subscribe, be part of that. And whether you're watching live or on replay, please share this out. And if you're watching on replay, please put hashtag Team Replay up there so that we know that all the people, there is a ton of people that watch on replay. So also want to remind you that tonight, Honoring God Through Music is Russ Reels Live at 4 p.m. There it is. There it is. And I want to tell you that that is going to be a great show. So Connor Hedge, yes, I know you recognize the name. That happens to be my son, and is an amazing musician traveling. One of his bandmates that he travels with is Daniel Folgado, who will be on with us tonight. And the amazing Willie J will be here, one of my co-authors on Rattled Awake. And he'll be here tonight, 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. You do not want to miss that show. It is amazing, the talent and the things that those men are doing. So just wanted to remind you of that. And I think besides that, it's been a blessing. Don't forget Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Marketing with Russ. Until we see you again, have a blessed day and a blessed life. Talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.